So we're doing this blind.
Yeah, we'll do it blind and like.
All right.
Okay.
So we're starting. So wine 1 is a white wine. Primary color, in my opinion, is like almost a straw yellow. Oh, thank you. Hard to see secondary color, but it looks like it's kind of going to a watery meniscus at the rim. There does seem to be a presence of gas in the wine. Viscosity, I would say, is medium to maybe, I would say medium. Mm-hmm. Tiering of the wine. Sorry, let me move this. I would say, yeah, medium plus, medium. I mean, it's thick. This wine's got some weight to it in the glass for sure. On the nose, this wine is sound, meaning no faults, being sound. Definitely earth-driven and mineral-driven. As far as primary fruit, I'm going to just taste this as if we're tasting on the grid. Yeah. Primary fruit in this wine is pineapple, like a pineapple rind, or maybe the pineapple flesh. I would say that this wine is definitely ripe fruit on the nose. It's got a stony, like flinty minerality though, which is really what showcases in this wine more than the fruit, in my opinion. Potentially a hint of petrol, but I don't want to like pigeonhole myself into that wine or into like saying petrol, but I think that there is a presence of petrol in this wine. I don't think that there's any presence of new oak. And I would say that this is a medium plus aromatic white wine. Whoa. This thing's electric. On the palate, I would say that this wine is off dry, meaning not dry, not sweet, but somewhere in between. To me, acidity level is going to be high. Even though there's a presence of sugar in this wine, you can still feel that there's some acid in this thing. Alcohol is medium. Body is medium. Possible grape varietal or possible grape varietals, Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc, maybe Pinot Gris. Actually, I don't think Pinot Gris. I think that the grape varietal is Riesling. Possible countries are Germany, Australia, I guess, just to throw it out there. Age range, 1 to 3 years. I think that this is German Riesling. Just because of the lushness of it and the specific type of tropical fruit notes, I think that this is from the Rheinhessen. And I think that this is a 2021 vintage. Cabernet, sorry. Final answer, yeah.
All right.
Whoa.
Dashwood. And when you were saying, this is New Zealand. Marlboro.
Yeah, that's
what you got?
I knew it's Sauvignon Blanc. Is it Sauvignon Blanc?
Yes, it is. Sauvignon Blanc, New Zealand, 2018 though. Kind of interesting.
That's bad.
No, it's bro. Honestly, I mean, you know, it's only bad to pretentious winos.
Yeah.
But like when the way you broke it down, you were hitting it. The medium alcohol, like the body, the pineapple, the RS, the residual sugar. There is some sugar in this wine, and it's not necessarily what you'd get out of a Kim Crawford.
Totally.
Right. So that's why like you didn't just go New Zealand. It's a little bit richer.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the first time I've had this wine. I just picked it off the shelf at Foodland. I mean at Long's, but what he was saying, it could have very well been a Riesling, right? I feel no.
I don't know.
I mean, this wine had some weight to
Yeah,
it. It did. Yeah. But I mean, the gas and everything should have.
The gas,
Anyway.
yeah. And you know what? You know what's funny is that when I opened the Kelvin top, I was like, "Fuck." He obviously didn't. I wasn't using a corkscrew, so I was already thinking.
But yeah, I didn't even see that.
Well, because I tried to do it discreetly, but then it's just then there's also gas, right? It's a psh,
No,
and
that
I
was
was-
him.
Oh,
But you can see the gas in the wine too.
the small bubbles right when you open it. It's open fresh, boom. So no, I understand. But hey, I think valiant effort, bro, and yeah, man. I would love to do more of these on camera.
sure.
With you. The way he broke it down, though, Ken. You see
I
that?
see it. I see the game. Yeah, for sure.
See the game, bro.
See the game.
Yes.
So why did you choose this wine?
Because honestly, I wanted to do something that with the nose and the aromatics off the bat, you would kind of get that New Zealand Marlboro grassy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking that exotic fruit, but the thing is I didn't try it beforehand. And I've made the mistake with Patrick Okubo when I tasted him. I left a Washington Merlot in the fridge a little too long before I tasted him, which masked what it is. You know what I mean? So I kind of felt like a little like, okay, I got to really prepare, get the proper temperature, and get something that really has a sense of place for where it's from. So when I saw this, I read the back. I did a little bit of research on my phone, and I thought, New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, I just wanted to see how you broke that down. That's it. Nothing much more than that. I think the knowledge that you have, it's indicative with the talk that we had, you know what I mean? And with everybody, all the tastings that you do and the circles you're in, getting a blind technically wrong don't mean shit.
Yeah, I mean that didn't. Yeah, thank you. Though.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. It does not mean shit. I got a bunch. I get them wrong all the time. You know what I mean? But the thing is, the process, the way you broke it down. Now I'm interested in going and searching for a Riesling from what was the region in Germany?
Where is CF Riesling from again?
Rheinhessen.
Yeah. So
Rheinhessen.
the most, I don't know if it's the most famous, but I don't know what the right word is, but the difference between Mosel, which is more north,
Yeah.
is that it's a lot cooler and it's more north. And specifically, there's this very specific blue blue-gray slate.
Blue-gray slate.
And it's really interesting because in the Mosel and a lot of parts of Germany, like it was so cold that it had to be in the perfect vineyard sites for grapes to even ripen. Like it had to be steep vineyards that like the river would reflect light off and all these different conditions for it to even exist. So like the fact that they found these pockets is crazy, and when you taste a Mosel Riesling, in my opinion, it's like focused and it's laser pointed and it's really, really stony. Where Rheinhessen, it has a red slate and it's a little bit warmer, so the wines are a little bit more plush and you get more of like a pineapple, like tropical fruit note thing going on, and it's rounder and it's more welcoming because it's not just like a laser beam, So.
Shoot, bro. That's great. That's great insight for the viewers because then it kind of helps to connect the dots and where your theory was taking you on that path. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, do you like this wine?
I do like this wine, yeah.
Yeah, me too. This is a great wine for me to start.
To me,
off
this
with.
is like a porch pounder, like something that
yeah.
is just like really easy to drink and like you don't super have to dissect it. You just drink and enjoy.
Yeah. Hot day, let's go.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're going golfing.
Exactly,
Pound one
yeah.
of these real quick.
Hey, Carl, a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Because Ty gave me the white Syrah we had from Maui Wine. And the
From
first...
Maui wine?
They
Maui
went
wine.
to Maui Winery to interview them.
Oh, hey.
We're going Monday.
Yeah, we went back.
Monday. We're going to do educational content at Maui Wine with Henry Hagley, the winemaker. Yeah, we got a whole series on that.
Do you talk to Paula at all?
I know. I interviewed Paula, right? We have an interview on YouTube, the same channel you're going to be on. So that's our wine series,
Awesome.
Patrick, you, and Kale and Paula. But this one, we're going to do some more intense, like, educational content.
But I wanted to, when I had that white Syrah,
Yeah.
the first thing before I don't have the descriptors like you guys have, but the first thing I thought was this is what I like drink at 11 a.m. and I feel a little bit guilty about. You know what I mean? Like, so when you said porch pounder,
Porch pounder.
like what makes a good day drinking wine?
I think that's something that I don't want to say nondescript because that's kind of doing the wine injustice, but something that like, so in the world of wine, the way that he describes it and the way that I was taught is, I mean, there's a lot of different styles, you know, but typically as a wine buyer, what we break it down to is trophy wines that like you're going to cellar and that, you know, you might buy it young, but you want this thing to age at least 5 or 10 years or whatever. And that it's a showpiece. It's like the center of the table. It's what's going to be talked about. Like when you bust that wine out, it's like, whoa, like this is what we're drinking right now. That's like a trophy wine. It's grand, it has grandeur, it has pedigree. It's probably a little bit more expensive. To me, a porch pounder is something that is intentionally just meant to be drank, bought by the case and drank by the bottle. You know, it has a stelvin, it has the twist top. So to me, it's like, you know, you're just supposed to crack it open
Easy
like
access.
a beer. Exactly. So something that I don't want to say nondescript, but just something that's easy to drink that you don't really have to think about, you know. So